Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Today is Monday, July 7th, 2025. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Once again, here we are in wonderful Pahrump or Pahrump, you choose, where our goal is to help our students and other interested people experience this once in a lifetime life. Good morning, what not a Betty. Where are you today? Where are you right now? Where are you right now? Are you back in Fort Jacks? Or are you still in Virginia? Not West Virginia, Virginia. Okay, cool. And when are you heading home? I'll be back tonight. Okay, cool. Okay, well, it's Monday, and that means it's the start of another week in our 4-week program. The State Penn Workbook, a neuroscience approach to success. This is the 2021 edition. Yes, I know, we've got to update it. It's week 4. What is week 4 and why should we care? Week 4 is called leadership. In our metaphor of life is a journey, we need to build a boat for that adventure or that journey. And we need the boat to be big enough to bring on treasure, to be able to go long distances through rough seas, etc. It needs to be as big as possible, and that means we need to have a crew on it. And once you have a crew, once you have other people, then there are dynamics. So this week is how to deal with that, and we start with there's a spectrum, and it goes from crisis to pure, and practical is in the middle. So today we start with crisis leadership, and tomorrow we go to pure leadership, and the rest of the week we're in between. We'll talk more about that later. However, let's start with what is the advice from an 80-year-old? Never give up on anybody. Miracles happen every day. Miracles happen every day. Cool. But do they happen to you? Aha, right. Let's see, what else do we have here on our hit parade? We have Darren Hardy has a good one regarding your face. When nobody is looking, how do you look? What does your face look like when you're normal? So mine is kind of stern, kind of stoic, kind of that Roman somber, chiseled marble face, instead of this, a Duquesne smile. Right, you get the picture, okay. So that's advice from an 80-year-old. Never give up on anyone. Oh, Darren Hardy, yeah. Practice having your face project what is good. First law of power. Power perceived is power achieved. Project calm, positive type things. All right, next, Jordan Peterson talking about attitude. He says it would be great to become an expert on gratitude. Right, Daily Stoic. We're talking about Daily Stoic. Stop saying maybe. Right. Instead of maybe saying no, and practice saying no more often. Don't try to do everything. Seth Godin blog, not smart versus stupid. So here he talks about the idea of what's the difference between not smart and stupid. Not smart is a passive act, remedied with learning, experience, and thought. Well, I'm just not smart. Yet, I'm not smart. Or that wasn't smart. Stupid is active. So smart is passive, stupid is active. The work of someone who should have or could have known better and decided to do something selfish, impulsive, or dangerous anyway. The more experience, assets, and privilege we have, the less excusable it is to do stupid things. Right. And at the same time, the more useful it is to announce that you're not smart yet. Hmm. Okay. What else we got? What else we got here? Okay. I guess we have Barbara. We have Nancy Kane. And this week's theme is don't crash the boat. Right. So in week 4, as I said, week 4 is about you've done this preparation, you're ready to go. The boat is afloat, the game is afloat, the adventure has begun. Now you need to have the people help you on the intended journey. Not, oh, let's go here. No, let's go there. Let's crash the boat. Let's get in fights. Let's argue. Let's, let's do stuff that we regret or stuff we will regret. Stay the course. If your guys come up, if you better plan, adopt the better plan once everybody knows what the new plan is. Speaking of which, yesterday, there was a plan yesterday morning. The plan went sideways because of a miscommunication. So that miscommunication. Plan went sideways because of miscommunication, which resulted in me going to Las Vegas alone and seeing a movie alone. So I saw the movie F1 with Brad Pitt, where he's an F1 race car driver. It's the regular hero's journey type of show. Very good show. Rocky type of show, Star Wars type of show. The usual, but super expensive to make. Really shows, or it seems to show what F1 is all about nowadays, how sophisticated it is. Just what a big proposition it is. All right, now back to Nancy Kane. So Nancy Kane focuses on crisis leadership. Everything is going to hell. And she uses 2 examples. One is Lincoln, who becomes president, and is right after the inauguration, the South secedes from the Union. And everybody's against Lincoln. He won because he was going against 3 Democrats. That's why he won. If it would have been 2 Democrats versus Lincoln, he would have lost. But he won. And he didn't have anybody helping him because he was this kind of dumb guy from the West, way out in Illinois. But because of his upbringing, he refused to be the guy going down in history as the guy who was president when the country fell apart. So he used all of his intellect, wit, guile, etc., to win the war. And Nancy King comes out with breadcrumbs from that. So, for example, the attitude that the world is my classroom. I'm going to learn. Navigating through the shaky floorboards of doubt, looking at a problem from many directions. forbearance. Don't always feel the need to react or respond. And Nancy Kane says it's important to look at it from a crisis leadership position because of her book, which once again, I don't have a copy in here. Once again, so my brain is going two directions regarding talking about Nancy Kane, how beneficial she's been to the school, and her book. So crisis leadership, when there is everything's going bad, keep marching through it. The other person is Shackleton, who was on an Antarctic expedition, and the boat got caught in the ice, frozen, eventually crushed, and they had now a rescue mission, how to get everybody back safe. And what it's like to be a leader when things are going bad and people want to mutiny, etc. So, very good. Tomorrow we're going to do Michael Sugra, Pure Leadership, Marcus Aurelius. More on that later. Today is July 7th. We are, this month is already flying by. It's 1 week is done. I will be in court today helping someone, and then at STAR and helping move forward with projects. So yeah, Nancy Kane, crisis leadership. Everything is going bad. How do we keep navigating, moving forward through it? All right. So with that, it's going to be a short one today. Nice, short and sweet. We're going to say and cut. Talk to you later. What not a bevy? Are you available?